It's Nogi Neighbors. So come on in, it's time for another episode with your best friends. I got the flavor. Think we should dive right in. We'll spit facts about gold blacks in high level competition. Look back on old footage, maybe see what we missing. Kick back and train hard is the way that we living. Talk smack and stay humble, having fun on a mission. Big top pressure is the reason why you submitting. Yes sir. Steady pushing forward, no setbacks. Just a couple low belts soon to turn black. And if you hating, better stop that, cause it's the Nogi Neighbors podcast. White belt.
So what's up? We're back. Nogi Neighbors podcast.
Indeed, we finally got back and we finally have a video, which is 10 times better.
Hopefully when we post this we have video. If not, we've got a problem, but you know.
Yeah. But we always have problems, folks.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
I got like 4 Band-Aids on my body right now.
Yeah. I was like out of training for almost a week because got sick, but I'm still alive, so.
Yeah, did you even go to the doctor for that kind of stuff?
No, I had 2 COVID tests. Both of them were negative. I think I just had strep, but...
You just did the COVID test, you got strep, but you didn't... You think you got strep, but you didn't go to the doctor one time.
I know 3 other people that got strep.
At the same time?
At the same time I got strep.
Well, can't the doctor prescribe something for strep that'll make it easier to get through?
They usually just give me like a shot.
Yeah.
I just didn't do any of that.
You don't want to do any of that?
I don't like the doctor, man. I don't trust him. I don't trust anybody that profits off my non-well-being.
Yeah, profits off your pain.
Yeah, dude, for real. I mean,
dude, they should rename doctors Prophets of Pain.
Well, that's like a cool fighter name.
That is a cool fighter name.
Is it the Prophet of Pain? Like you're prophesying
pain? Prophet.
Or are you making a profit off pain?
Listen, bit of both.
Or a bit of both.
You're prophesying the pain, and you're gonna make a profit off of it.
Do you have to have like alliteration in your name to use that? Like you gotta have like Paul the Pain Prophet.
Sure, but what's his last name?
I don't know.
Polinsky or something? Paul the Pain Prophet Polinsky?
That's too much. You can't go 4 Ps.
I don't know if... I feel like 4 Ps is just right.
It's got to be like a Baptist sermon where it's just got like every point in the sermon's going to be perfect alliteration.
Yeah.
That's kind of silly.
It's like street Jesus.
We saw the fights Saturday. Travis had a fight in Tupelo. Tell us about it.
Well, it was about his fight specifically.
The whole event?
Event. Okay, so we got there. We waited forever for it to start. It started maybe 30 or 45 minutes late, I think. That's a good...
Yeah. That's after you were late, so...
That's after... I mean, I wasn't that late.
You weren't that late, but I'm saying it started a little late. I mean, it was a good time. I was
like 20 minutes later than you, maybe. Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah. It was still a good time. We got there. The food was overpriced, of course, and they didn't take cards, so that was great. So I was just like, well, screw this. I'm not going to eat anything. Anyway, so...
That's kind of your vibe in general. Like, you don't eat anywhere we go.
Well, I'm very hard-headed, you know? I was going to eat something, but then they said, well, we don't take card. You can go get cash up front. And I'm just like, I'm not going to do that. You should have decided. You should have figured this out, you know? If you're going to make it hard for me to eat, I'm just not going to. Anyway... So, it was...
Show them.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta stick it to them. So, every fight was pretty freaking awesome. Every amateur fight, and then you got into the pro fights, they were pretty great, too.
Pretty good.
Yeah, there was someone who went out with their eyes open.
I've still got a clip of that. That made a pretty good Snapchat story.
Yeah, it was a rear naked choke, and he was just like a fish with no water.
Did you hear the kid in front of us, the little kid?
No, what'd he say?
He turned to his dad. He said, "Is he dead?"
Yeah, I'm sure the dad didn't know.
That thought crossed my mind too.
Yeah, surprisingly small amount of fat people at this event. I was surprised.
I didn't pay too much attention to that. Did you?
I looked for them. There were a bunch of them, but it's like you're in Mississippi. You expect a lot, but there's less than you expected. It was
so when you cross the Alabama Mississippi line and you get on those terribly bumpy roads, the first thing you think is there's going to be some some hefty folks here.
Yes, immediately. I'm just thinking, okay, because I've been to a Walmart in Mississippi, and it is egregious with the amount of fat people walking in and out, in and out, in and out.
I mean, we got that here. I mean, you ain't got to go far.
I know, but it's worse, I think. It's worse than Alabama.
What do you think that is that makes Mississippi so bad on the...
There's nothing to do there, really.
It's a lack of
stuff to do. Yeah, I did like a healthcare,
right.
Basically a healthcare report on Alabama, and the most fat people, or the most, I say fat people, well, the most people with the worst health, is in general are in the southern counties. The southern counties are the worst as far as like adult obesity. That's what it was. It was adult obesity.
That's funny because I was in college and in tech school and had the little internships for towards an education degree to try to be a high school teacher. And Alabama and Mississippi are also like number 49 and number 50th ranked in the education system, like on test scores and stuff.
We're not the smartest. We're not
the thinnest.
Not the thinnest. Absolutely not.
But we're some good old boys, huh?
We are some good old boys. We will jump a tractor on a Saturday because we have nothing else to do. And you know what? It's cooler than whatever you city folk are doing.
Jump a tractor?
Jump a tractor.
You ever been to a tractor pull, like in Ardmore?
I actually have.
Is it Ardmore or Tanner where they do it?
Sounds more like a Tanner thing.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of tractors in Tanner, I think.
Maybe we need to go to a tractor pull.
What are... Oh, we're all pulling the tractor? Is that what's up?
I think they get... I could be wrong, but I think they do like a tug of war between two tractors.
Oh, okay.
And they just see which one's going to pull the other one, and everybody just like...
I feel like it'll just break
drinks beer, and I would imagine. I've never been to one.
Okay. Yeah, okay, well, I've never been to one either. That sounds like really cool. I feel like we should just start tipping cows,
I mean...
I'm surprised I haven't done that.
I'm definitely down to tip cows.
I'm a little afraid, though. I'm a little afraid of a cow. I don't know why.
You seen where they, I think they drag race, like, water buffalo in, like, Thailand or something?
No, but I believe it.
Hold on, let me...
He's doing it. He's doing it, folks. He's trying to figure it out.
Jamie, pull that up.
Jackson, pull that up.
Racing water.
Pull it up, Jackson. But I wouldn't believe it. I mean, in Thailand, did you say Thailand? They let kids fight for money, and that's cool.
Dude, that's like a lot of households over there. That's the kid is their main like source of income. Is just their kid out there punching other kids.
Yeah, I mean, I was a really emotionally unsettled, like aggressive child. So I feel like that would have been a great outlet for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obese. Don't forget obese. That definitely had something.
Maybe you
to
should
do
have been
with
in
it.
Mississippi.
Maybe I should have been in Mississippi. I would have become a 2-bit like amateur MMA fighter. 0-4.
On the fights, tell them how Travis's went.
Oh, Travis's
I saw it just as good as you did.
Went absolutely great. The dude didn't even punch him once. He didn't punch him once. He couldn't get close enough. And his kicks, Travis's kicks were cracker. They were just so good. And then eventually he took him down. He did the old he did the old what do you call it whenever you grab the arm as they're on their side? Like they're
like the Dagestani handcuff.
Dagestani handcuff. He hit the Dagestani handcuff, and he was just raining it down with the other arm. It was pretty freaking awesome. It was great jiu-jitsu, great wrestling, great striking. Just great.
This is kind of what you'll have to do a visual for them later, but this is kind of what they got going on over there, man.
Thailand. Wow. Okay.
And they're just racing them, I think.
Okay. So, folks,
I thought they were like, I thought they pulled them like a dog sled.
They're running behind them, and that's what's weird to me.
I thought they had like a dog sled sort of system going on.
You'd think they would, right?
Like in Balto or whatever. You know,
dog sledding out in the
out
those really weird Disney movies where they'd make it like dog.
I haven't seen the Disney movie.
Sled
I saw
racing.
the one that was like a live action movie about the real dog that did it.
Oh yeah.
Because it was supposed to be like a true story where they had like that cure for like the flu or something.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had to ride like a really long distance out in the cold, and
Just to get to a place where humans weren't supposed to live.
they had to like bring this cure in these like little whatever you put them in.
Yeah, vials.
Yeah, little vials, and they had to stop at different camps and heat it up by the campfire so that it wouldn't freeze on the way there.
Oh, wow.
I love stuff like that. I get into just people out there doing hard things.
Just trying to live in the wilderness.
Dude, he's like a certified, whoever that guy is, him and the dog, either one, I don't care. They're like a certified like superhero, like real life superhero.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, they should make a statue for those two.
Yeah. So
There should be.
can't have a episode today and not talk about Gordon and Felipe,
Oh yeah, Gordon and
because
Felipe.
that was really something.
So the whole card was really great. Bless you. This is the South. We say bless you anyway.
Wasn't even a sneeze.
I know, but
All right. Go on, Gordon Felipe.
Gordon Felipe. So the whole card was pretty freaking awesome. Jacob Couch had an amazing.
He probably impressed me the most out of anybody on that card that I can think of.
He put it on him.
Yeah.
Who did he go against? He went against
J-Rod.
J-Rod. Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah.
He absolutely destroyed J-Rod.
It got him back because. So I'm pretty sure Jacob was they're both named Jacob. I'm pretty sure Couch was the number 1 seed going into West Coast Trials in their bracket, and J-Rod ended up winning it. So he kind of got that back over on him, like nah, that was supposed to be mine. I go on Mo's live. Mo Jassim, the producer of ADCC. I go on his live like every day when he goes live while I'm at work. And he said that because of that performance, he slid in Couch as an alternate in their weight class. So if somebody pulls out or gets injured, he may get to have an ADCC debut this year.
That man has a beautiful wife. I just want to say that out loud.
Oh, you're talking about Lena? I'm gonna leave
She's
that
just
to
very
you.
pretty. She's a very pretty person. I just saw her on the sidelines. I was like, wow, okay.
I ain't gonna say nothing
right.
about nobody's wife, especially not any
He's doing good. I'm just saying he's doing a great
Middle
job
Eastern
right
royalty. I'm gonna stay
now.
out
In
of
life and in everything else. But yeah, Jacob Couch did great. His story was heartbreaking with his mom and all that kind of stuff. And he looked up at the rafters, sort of looking at her.
Had a little emotional moment.
Man, that almost made me cry, man. It nearly made me cry. If I wasn't here with a bunch of other dudes watching that, I would have probably cried.
He's like, he for real is like Rocky.
Oh, for sure.
You were in here with a bunch of other dudes. We all
I know, but like if I wasn't, I would have cried.
Oh, okay. You had to hold it together in front of the boys.
In front of the boys.
I got you. I feel that for sure.
Jacob Couch, let's see. What was another breakout?
Marigali beat Lovato. I didn't think Marigali would have had the wrestling to take down Lovato like 3 or 4 times. So I was super impressed with that.
Yeah, that was great. I called it because his name was very cool and for no other reason.
I thought Marigali would win. I didn't think that's how he would win.
He's at New Wave, right?
Yeah, I wanted Lovato to win because I like Lovato. He's,
Yeah, because he's a white-blooded American man.
You gotta be, patriotic. You gotta go with your country.
For sure. Well, he's in America now, Marigali is, right? He's in New Wave.
Yeah, he's in Austin with Gordon and them.
Yeah.
But man, what'd you think about Felipe and Gordon? Their match.
Felipe and Gordon. The match was exciting sometimes, but a lot of the beginning was just them feeling each other out, and Gordon wasn't really trying, quote unquote.
I feel like you're not a big fan of the no time limit.
I am a big fan actually because it's like the most pure version of the sport, but at the same time, it's like if you are 2 people with a good mindset for a no time limit, then you're perfectly fine. But like at the same.
I feel like it's that way with any rule set.
All it takes, even if one competitor has a good mindset to make the match exciting and cool, right? And the other, it only takes one competitor to ruin it.
Yeah.
Just like with Isaac Michelle versus
Kyle Chambers.
Kyle Chambers. Kyle Chambers just did not have the mindset to actually grapple. He just had a whole bunch of, I don't know what he had, but it was mind numbing and anger.
Well, honestly, as far as what's gonna be my best chance at winning, I'm not saying he couldn't have gone out, had an exciting match and not won. Mm-hmm. But an hour into that match, he threw on a pretty tight like triangle arm.
Oh yeah, that was scary.
Like,
that was awesome.
If he had won that, I don't think as many people would be if he had
Oh,
pulled
absolutely
that submission
not,
off,
no.
not as many people would be criticizing him.
Yeah, he had some good attacks.
Yeah, I like the idea of no time limit submission only, but I'm finding out more and more that I don't like it in application because my original thoughts on it was, there's no way I'm going to win on an advantage. There's no way I'm going to stall this out. May as well throw everything I've got. Not throw it all, not go, 90-0 right off the bat, but, within a timely manner, who are you, like, what are you stalling to? To me, there's no end, like I'm not stalling to 20 minutes to see if I can win this judge's decision. It's like sooner or later I got to finish this guy. I'm not going to wait till I'm, gassed out and tired.
Yeah.
But I guess what happens is people wait till their opponent's gassed out and tired, and
they just assume that they can outlast them.
Yeah, when it's professional athletes and they're conserving all the energy, that takes a while. So
yeah,
it's super boring sometimes.
It's unfortunate. But whenever Gordon did turn it on, he turned it on. Went from 0 to 100, and he got every takedown pretty much that he got. I mean, that he really went for. And then whenever he started turning it on, Pena was out. Now I did see that Matt Scaff, shout out 10th Play Indicator Matt Scaff. He said that Pena sort of controlled the match in a way up until that point. Other than the wrestling, he was able to keep him in whatever guard he wanted.
Yeah, I was impressed with his ability to get back to the 50-50 every time.
Yeah,
But the thing that I kept wondering about is with all like the trash talk of Gordon saying, "Oh, I'm not just a leg locker," I felt like the odds of Gordon going for a leg lock was almost zero. So I wonder if maybe that was allowing Pena to use the 50-50 as an advantage. Because like, if I'm going against somebody who I know is a really competent leg locker, more so than myself, I'm not going to go to 50-50. That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Yeah.
But I guess Pena knows he's not going to leg lock me because, how many times have people said he's just a leg locker? It's kind of part of the deal is, he's going to try to hit what's in the envelope if he's got an envelope. And
yeah.
He didn't, but leg locks probably wasn't on the table. That wasn't really the game plan for him.
He didn't really have a chance to. He took that away from him, and I hope he doesn't do that again. If Pena does that again and just finds some other reason to get out of a rematch,
yeah,
which of course they already have one signed, but I wish that we knew that they had one signed, because then I'd actually be like, okay, yeah, this was gonna suck.
From a spectator standpoint, what rules do you want their next match to be under?
I want it to be 30 minutes. 30 minutes is perfect amount of time.
That's fair. I'm with that for sure.
Because they could need the time to fill each other out and just figure it out.
Well, their next one may not be at their next one may not be at who's number one. It may be at ADCC. That's about 5 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Yeah.
So that'll be very exciting. It'll probably be in the finals. I'm sure they'll be on the opposite end of the bracket, but which I'll be going to go watch. So I'm super excited about that. So
I'm excited for you guys. You and Josh are gonna go, and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I think this will be the biggest event ever. There may not ever be one this big again.
Oh, you think?
That's how I feel.
I think. Yeah. Well, I guess you're right.
I think Mo is possibly gonna retire after this one. So
Mo,
the guy who runs ADCC.
Why would he retire?
So he does it's not all his. He's just the guy who's in charge of running it right now. So he's said multiple times this could be the last one. He did the last one and he's doing this one, and this could be it. I mean, it's a big responsibility. This is like his 24/7. Like, he can't even go on vacations right now. It's just ADCC every day. It's kind of taken over his life.
Well, how often does ADCC happen?
Once every 2 years. But you've got to it's not like he just runs the event. There's a lot more that goes into it. You've got to have the trials, and it's a lot.
Okay.
That's what, 8 events.
Maybe you should think about getting more people to work for him.
Well, he said he doesn't like working with a big team because if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. He said that's why ADCC is going to be so good, is that he's not like, hey man, can you take care of this for me, and having somebody do not great job. So I don't know. I feel like he might be just bluffing to sell more tickets. I feel like he'll be back next year. Somebody's gonna want him to come back next year because this one's gonna be massive.
Big possibility.
Yeah, even if he comes back next year with a bigger team and outsources some of the work, I feel like he'll probably be back. But it could be the last one.
I'm surprised someone like that can't can't find a good enough team that he can trust.
Yeah,
to get the job done.
It's him and man, I can't remember the dude's last name. It's Seth, the guy who runs Fight to Win. It's them two who are teaming up to tackle this thing and make it happen.
Okay. Cool. Are we finished with the Gordon Pena stuff?
Yeah, I mean we can move on. We can talk about whatever you like.
Okay, alrighty. So on to the previous UFC fights. I just figured we just skate over those.
Yeah, go for it.
Just the co-main event and the main event. So the co-main was Jeff Neal versus Vicente Luque, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. And we watched the recap of that. We watched the highlights. We didn't watch the whole thing, but it was apparently a great fight. And man, Jeff Neal took it to him.
Yeah.
Maybe Luque's chin is finally degrading because man, that man could take a shot way before, like multiple fights in the UFC, just getting punched in the head and just keep on coming. This dude is a Brazilian powerhouse. I believe he's Brazilian.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And he's just a monster. And for Jeff Neal to take him out like he did, like he gave him like 9 uppercuts. Yeah. And then those didn't even take him down. I believe it was a hook that took him down. Yeah. But it was insane.
So I understand, like, you know, after you've taken so many shots to the head, you just don't have a chin anymore. But like some people, I feel like just don't have one to begin with. What do you think it is that like makes some people have a chin and the others don't? Is it just like
I feel
awareness?
It's what do you mean like awareness?
Well, you've heard like the saying like it's the one you don't see that's gonna knock you out.
Yeah, that's a big thing. If they just believe that they won't be knocked out just in the first place
just willpower.
It could come down to willpower. It could come down to willpower, but it's they believe that they're not going to get hit in a certain place, and then they do. It can change everything, you know. Like it is the ones that you don't see,
yeah.
And the ones and it's like consecutive. So like let's say you get punched so many times, you're like, I'm not going to get punched another time, and then you do, and you get punched straight in the mouth. Like it's crazy, and then suddenly, like your eyes start to black out, and then you're on the ground. You wake up on the ground.
It's like a horror novel.
It's a bit of a horror novel. Yeah, it's like a brain.
I stay away from all that. You know, I'm just trying to roll around on the ground. I don't subscribe to all that.
Well, you're trying to grow your brain, dude.
Dude.
I'd say you should take some time.
Yeah,
grow it out. Make it fit that skull, that big head of yours, man.
Okay, I got you.
I'm over here just trying to make it smaller. It's too big. Trying to lose those brain cells so I can weigh less. You know what I mean?
that's
trying to make weight. You know,
take enough shots to the head and you'll make weight.
Yeah.
I got you.
I feel like it's actually the opposite because you take enough shots to the head, your endocrine system's down, and then suddenly you're real fat.
What'd you think about the 3 boys from Manaus that was on this last card? They were the 3 with like almost like the Brazil soccer team looking rash guards.
Mika, go back. Yeah, so who's number 1? Yeah,
Mika, Hokage, and Baby Shark.
Yeah. Hokage was cool. Mika's great. I feel like he summed up why they were wearing those so well. He just says the people in Brazil, they suffer so much that's why he's wearing it. I mean, he said that he loves being in America because they allow him to be a professional.
Yeah, which he doesn't live and train in America. So a lot of the Brazilians that represent Brazil, they live and train in the States.
Mm-hmm.
So you know,
but
we've all seen like Chael Sonnen, you know, they like talks a lot of trash about him. But those 3, they live down there in Manaus.
They live in Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They train under Melky, Mika's father.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Those 3, they're down there and they're about it out there in the Brazilian heat.
Okay, so he's got the Brazilian heat, and then he just comes to the United States to be, you know.
I think Mika's gonna win his division at ADCC this time.
Yeah, oh, that would be awesome. I think he will too. He's a freaking monster for how old he is. He looks like a baby he looks like a real baby face. He should be
they're
Baby
all
Shark.
young. I feel like they're all 20 or under, maybe.
Baby Shark was
like
definitely
that.
20 years old.
Yeah, Mika's like 18.
18, 19.
I feel like
he's 19.
I feel like Fabricio Andre Hokage. I feel like he's about the same age.
Oh, he's super young. Yeah,
He had some high flying takedowns on Flava Fabe. Is that what they're calling him?
Fabian Ramirez.
Yeah, dude, he was picking him up and putting him down.
Mm-hmm.
That was something.
Man, Fabian Ramirez. He had some great leg locks, but couldn't get it done. Wasn't enough.
You think he did some damage in there? No. I was a little worried. I'm thinking, man, you're 5 weeks out from like the biggest tournament ever
in the world,
and you're letting this dude rip on your heel. I'm like, man, I might have just tapped and took that L.
No.
I didn't. Obviously, I wasn't on the receiving end of it. I couldn't tell how deep it was, but
yeah,
that's spooky.
Spooky, scary skeletons. Yeah, I don't know. Pride.
Hey, that's part of the game, I guess.
It's part of the game. But hey, you can't be easily scared on the bottom. If you're too easily scared on the bottom, then you'll do like a tap before. We've all been there.
Sometimes I think I'd rather be there though than be on the. Man, I really should have tapped that a little earlier at work the next day, and like my shoulder's just about to fall off.
Yeah, well, these kids are so young; they're not at work yet. So
I'm trying to be around I'm trying to train for a long time.
Yeah. Here for a long time, and a good time.
Yeah,
I get that. I'm a little dumb. I'm a little stupid. I can't see too far into the future. Especially these young kids, they'll do these crazy things. They can't see far into the future. They will take a pop or two if it means that they can end up winning the match.
Nah, that ain't me, man. I'm trying to compete again next weekend.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to.
I get you.
Well, I need to just D up and not get popped in the first place. But
I feel that.
Speaking of this weekend and competing, this weekend going up to Murfreesboro for Battle of the Borough, we've got a 32-man absolute bracket, $1,000 to the winner. Tell us about that. What do you think?
I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be a real great place to throw down. I'm not too sure about the venue, but it's
supposed to be like a little theater.
It's gonna be a decision, and I feel like at least my jiu-jitsu for a decision is good. It's good for a decision.
Yeah.
If it does come to a decision, which I don't want it to, that's right, guys. We want that submission. We want to win. We want to win that $1,000. Heck, that would be the most I ever made from jiu-jitsu ever. So that would be a real fun check to bring to my dad. Be like, hey, I can play for food for a week. Yeah, look at this. In this economy,
don't even cash it in. Just hang it up on the wall.
Yeah.
But
be like, hey, it's good for this incoming recession.
Yeah, dude. I don't even think about money or the possibility of making money. I'm just trying to go out there and ruin somebody's day. That's always the plan. Is just ruin somebody's day. Be a landmine that somebody runs over.
Yeah, just walks into.
Yeah.
Exploded by.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some pretty good names in there. Brian Ashland, Carson Thigpen. He just had a really good performance on the latest PGF trial or PGF qualifier in Nashville. I think he got third place. That's pretty good for a blue belt.
Dang good, pretty dang good. His leg lock game, I hear, is pretty great.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and if he can't leg lock you, then it's probably not good for him. So,
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, it's always good for me if somebody doesn't leg lock me.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely the game plan for me. If I end up matched up with him Saturday, is just don't let him touch my legs and try to stay on top. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. And then me and Luke's got like we both weighed in at 205 at work. And we're doing like a 8-week camp out to this October 1st. He's trying to get down to 75. I'm trying to get down to 90. He's whooping me at it. He's done down.
Yeah, he seems like he's down.
He's
man.
down like 12 pounds. So he's been doing really good. When Luke gets his mindset on something, he's super disciplined. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what he does.
Yeah. But you've been sick recently, so that's been a
it's
real
been-
downer on it.
That's been part of it, but not the kind of sick where you lose weight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better though. Still a little hoarse, but that's because we were yelling, screaming, "Go Travis!" Saturday. So
Oh yeah.
I'm feeling much better though. So I'm really excited to go hit it hard tomorrow and then hit it even harder Saturday. Let them know what's up.
You think you're gonna train on Friday?
Yeah, I'll go train.
Yeah,
I'll probably take it light. I probably
need
won't
to
go
train
crazy,
as well.
but I want to go work on some game plan stuff.
Yeah.
Talk to some of the right people about that.
Yeah. I've been doing too much, one might say. So I might take tomorrow off, then go on Friday. Wow, you can't take Thursday off. Thursday night is Mecca for 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu.
That's the best night.
Tuesday, Thursday, you get the most you get the most possible rolls, and also you get the most possible people to roll with. Like it's the best.
Yeah, and they're just fun.
And they're fun.
It's just a fun night.
It is a fun night.
I'm wondering who's gonna if Ginger's gonna teach again Friday. He had a pretty good class last time he taught.
Yeah, Ginger's a cool guy.
He's
got his whole family there, man. He's like Mr. Incredible up in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got Jack. He got multiple Jacks up in there.
Yeah, for sure. What else we got going on? There's a good fight coming up.
Fight?
It's a EBI rules tournament. I'm thinking about going and doing it.
When's that?
September 10th in Cookeville.
Okay.
All the Cookeville boys were telling me about it when we went up there for that PGF
those
qualifier.
Those Cookeville boys are like just frothing at the mouth, trying to get at us. I think.
Trying to get at us?
Yeah, trying to get at us, man.
No,
they want a little bit of friendly competition. You know what I mean?
They seem super bummed anytime we have to go against each other. They don't.
No, not me anyway. They want me.
Who from Cookeville is coming after you?
I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. We don't have to go into it. But
I think you're making stuff up.
I'm not. I feel like they want to go. They want to go. They want to go.
10th Planet Cookeville guys?
Yeah, they're cool. Oh
yeah,
wait,
they're cool.
No, they are very. We'll talk about this later. It doesn't matter. They're still cool. I mean, they're 10th Planet dudes.
Nothing wrong with a little friendly competition.
Let's go for it, guys.
I like those guys. They're super chill.
There's none. They are super chill for sure.
Chad, I don't know how to say his last name. It's spelled weird. Chad R from Cookeville hit a Von Flu choke as the very first submission in the 10th Planet qualifiers.
Wow.
The other weekend. Wow. I was super impressed with that, or at least the first submission in the men's bracket. Liz went and she did great. Let me talk about her real quick. She got, I think she went like 3-1 or 3-2, but they're
3-2, I believe.
The only losses she got though were to brown belts, so it's like, you're a blue belt. What do you do?
Yeah.
But she went out there and got after it, and that was her first time. She's only competed a handful of times. It was her first time competing in front of people, where
and
it's
cutting
not
weight.
A bunch of matches. Her first time cutting weight.
Yeah.
Her first time under that rule set.
Yeah.
And she did good. She got a finish, and she beat some people that, I mean, they were more game opponents than anybody she's gone against before, I would say. So
I'd say so.
They were more. It was more of a competitive match than when she competed last time.
She's been getting so much better, man.
Yeah.
And I think it's coincided with a bunch of other changes in her life, which, I'm really happy for her because she's really coming to her own as far as like grappling and just regular life in general. She seems happier, I think. And she's been working out more, just all around.
You like to see people make progress.
That's
what
yeah,
it's all about.
Rising tide, man.
Yeah, the rising tide raises all ships.
Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, if she every time she gets me in that triangle, I'm like, fuck. I'm sorry, bad word. I'm like, dang, like she's got me in this triangle. I've got to fight for
me,
my
it's
life.
The backside 50-50. She keeps getting that heel on me.
Backside 50-50? Gosh,
yeah,
darn.
She's been shooting them legs on me. I don't like it.
Yeah,
that's what I need to do. I need to go in the gym and be like, hey, like, if you can, I need to like call out like her and Josh.
Yeah.
And who else is spooky with leg locks? Trying to get ready for Saturday.
Spooky with leg locks.
I mean Sean, but I ain't.
Sean.
I don't want to roll with Sean.
Oh, his whole body is a leg lock.
Who likes that guy?
Nobody, man.
But yeah, I'll definitely her and Josh. I need to get ready for Carson.
Oh yeah, Carson.
I kind of want to see what it's like rolling with him. I want to get a match in with him.
Me too. I mean, I just want to prove something to myself, to be honest. I want to prove that I can fight off these leg locks.
Okay.
And then win with my own way of winning, you know?
Okay.
My own submissions, my own A game, my own B game. Like, I want to be able to... Yeah, sure.
That's the furthest thing from Sawyer's game.
No. Stalling, not a big fan. Like, if you want to pass my guard, okay, I'm gonna do something else, you know? If I can't stop you from not passing my guard, and that's a big if. But anyway, yeah, I want to prove something to everybody else as well. I want to show what I've been working on.
Yeah,
like this has been a long time coming. Ever since my last competition, I want that back. You know.
Yeah, a lot of times when I compete, I feel like I've got something to prove, but I feel like it is mostly to myself. Like, prove that I'm about it and that I can do it, and not just like I don't really have anybody in specific in my mind. Like, oh, I've got to prove Luke this. No, I ain't worried about that. It's it's a me thing.
Yeah,
that's what it's really about most of the time.
Yeah. If it's another person thing, then there's something wrong with your, like, usually there's something wrong with your mindset.
There is no opponent.
There's you're your own opponent. You're just trying to learn more about yourself and become more efficient as a jiu-jitsu player and a human being.
Yeah.
It's really just trying to master yourself. I feel like life should be that.
I really like the art of competing, because it's not really, obviously the better you are at jiu-jitsu, the better you're going to do in a jiu-jitsu competition.
Yeah.
But you'll also see people who are good but don't do good on game day, and that's with anything, competition related.
Yeah.
It's just that, can you problem solve under high pressure?
Yeah.
And I want to get good at that skill.
Yeah.
I want to be like cool under pressure.
You want to take
handle things.
Yeah, you want to take the freak out stat and just dial that down a lot.
Yeah. I don't want to be out there spazzing. I mean, I've won matches against people who I've thought like they're probably better than me athletically, and they may be better than me technically, but they just went out there and spazzed.
Yeah.
And like I in the back of my head, outwardly I'm like, hey, look at me, I'm I'm the guy, but in the back of my head I'm like, all I did is not freak out.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I won.
Yeah.
But
when you stare at the abyss looks back, Just don't blink.
Yeah,
Just don't blink, bro.
Sure.
Yeah.
How many more Brandonisms you want to...
No, I'm not sure if he said that, but...
Draw the sword once, cut the head.
Yeah.
All that.
Draw the sword once, cut the head once. Put all that.
Talk about falling through hallways and stuff.
Oh, yeah, Brandon. Falling through hallways. Oh, I love the door. I love the door idea. About how...
Yeah, if you're leaning on the door, they can't open the door fast enough for you to not...
Yeah. Yeah, I love the door one.
Brandon is like the back rooms. Are you familiar with the back rooms?
No, I don't know what the back room is.
The like liminal spaces?
No.
I'll have to catch you up on that later. That's too much.
It's a loaded.
It's like if you no clip out of reality, the back rooms is where you end up. I'm convinced that when I go to bed and I have dreams, they all take place in the back rooms.
The back rooms.
Yeah.
Dude, what if they're another dimension just like they are, or like another reality just like they are in Doctor Strange?
I don't know about that.
I got some weird realities out there, man.
I know about the back rooms.
You know about the back rooms.
And that's what Brandon's jiu-jitsu is. That's why he's so stupid good. He's not just, this guy is good. This guy, he's like stupid good.
He is stupid good.
Like it's frustrating.
It is. Well, he's got that thing where he knows the human psyche to a level and how it's expressed physically. Like, he knows what you're thinking and he knows what you're about to do before you do it, because he's seen it so many times, and he's just in your mind
and
before you even get on there. He will honk your nose and make you really mad. He'll be like, I just honked your nose means that I could punch you in the face, basically. Yeah.
But
it's pretty great. I could talk about Brandon all day, and I'm sure he loved hearing that, if he's hearing it at all.
Yeah, well,
I've got I've got another Brandonism. So let me just look it up real quick. I have it on my phone.
Write it down?
Well, I mean, I've got like 3 right now.
Brandonisms
I've got a few. Yeah, it's Brandonisms. There you go. So we've got babies don't eat steak.
These are just things you've heard Brandon say this week.
Well, no, these are things I've heard him say in the past. I just forgot about it, and now I've
So
gone back
you
into
tell
it.
me what the Brandonism is, and I'll try to interpret it.
Okay,
best
well,
I can.
I didn't
That'll
want to
be the game
burn
here.
all the Brandonisms in
You
the
give
one
me
podcast.
all right,
but-
well, you just give me one, and I'll try to interpret it.
well, babies don't eat steak. There you go. Try to interpret that. I feel like
Can you use it in a sentence?
okay. Well, now I can explain it to you. I think that he was using it in.
Hold up. I think it was like talking about like maybe he's talking about like advanced techniques or advanced like jujitsu principles and
Yeah.
how you can't just throw that at a brand new beginner.
Yeah,
That's my guess. Go ahead and explain
that's
it to me.
I think he was using it in a different way. So he was talking about how like you don't put a blue belt against a black belt on a who's number one card.
Oh.
Like you don't get you get what you deserve in a way.
Okay.
In that way, like it's a meritocracy when it comes to jiu-jitsu. Like there's no way to fake it. It's just real. It's
I
as
got you.
close to real as possible.
Yeah, I got you. When you said something about a baby, I thought you were quoting Scaff. He said something about talking about jiu-jitsu and how you've got to be like able to be like this super violent but also this super gentle person. I think he was talking about kids class, he was like, you got to be able to kill a man, but you've also got to be able to choke a baby. Or something like that.
I love that so much. That's so good.
I'm pretty sure that was Scaff.
That's how I feel in kids class when I've got to roll with a bunch of kids.
Yeah, well, I love rolling with the kids.
Yeah.
I just keep hitting them with those sweeps because like my limbs are so much longer than theirs.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of unfair.
It's like my arm is a tree,
Yeah.
you know, basically to them. Like my arm is 4 of their arms. And
What I don't like
hilarious.
is when they just walk around you. in
yeah, they try to
circles.
run around you. I don't like that either. I'll give them my back and I'll be like, you're not gonna be able to do anything with this because you didn't get it on, didn't get it correctly. I'm not gonna let you have any of this because you didn't try.
But if they use like a legitimate guard pass or attempt to, you will.
I will let them really get in there. I'll
Okay.
let them get that arm
That's good.
around,
You
get it
know,
around,
let
you
them
know,
work
whatever. But if they just run on my back, I'm just gonna have both my hands right there, and I have like 4 inches of
Yeah.
space, and they're never gonna get.
How much differently do you treat the kids as you do white belts? Like just brand new day one
Dude,
white
I
belts.
don't treat white belts very good.
Do you get who do you give more respect? The kids that have been there a while or day one white belts in a roll?
I would love. I mean, I give the kids more respect because I try to help them throughout the role.
When I say respect, I mean like you don't fear
Yeah.
someone, but
Okay.
you respect their game. Like
Oh no, I fear a day one white belt way more than a kid because a
I
day
don't
one
know,
white
man.
belt
Some of
could
them-
hurt me.
Some of them kids, man.
They could elbow me in the face.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I respect that to a degree that I'm just like
That's
I tell
true.
them how it should
That's
be.
true.
Yeah, and then those kids can.
But as
you
far
know-
as like letting them get deep on a sub,
no, I mean white belts don't even know what a sub is. These kids, they're pretty sure about how they have some idea
Yeah.
about what a sub is. You know.
yeah, little Marshall, little Sebastian,
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jesus Louise, yeah, those guys,
they're good,
those kids,
dude. They're good.
They're gonna be great. They're gonna be
Yeah.
great. They stick with it. They're gonna be great.
I feel good about the crop we got, coming up.
Oh, that yeah. Let's but let's not
Josh
make sure
has done
they
a great
don't.
job,
Josh has done a great job.
but
I'd say so. I
I hate to give him too much credit.
Yeah, I absolutely love his. Yeah, I mean, we help a little bit.
Yeah, try to.
Sometimes we go over the same thing that we did like last week, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't get through it. But that's just kid stuff. Like these kids need to see this maybe
Yeah,
once or
yeah.
twice before it finally
It's
gets
like
into
having
that
a flow
brain.
of the month,
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
but we're
Yeah, I mean, we do the exact same thing. We've been doing this, But anyway, what was I about to say about kids and how they were getting better? I don't know. I'm really happy with the kids for sure.
yeah, and I'm growing a lot from it too, because having to like break it down on that level and
Yeah.
have people ask. I don't think there's that many like stupid questions you could ask,
Yeah.
but having them ask me stupid questions is like, oh, why do I put that post there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why am I doing?
Makes
it
you
this
have
way?
to ask yourself that.
Yeah, and sometimes it makes me like make a movement more efficient, or just sometimes it's like, oh, maybe I need to scrap this piece altogether.
Uh-huh.
Maybe this limb has a more efficient job if I'm doing it right.
Yeah.
But
I think that it really helps us put what we do into words. That way we can
Yeah.
think about them in words rather than just in movements.
articulate it well.
Yeah, being able to articulate it means that you can articulate it in your own mind well, means that you can actually put it into practice better.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. But
I love it. It's great.
I'll go ahead and wrap that up for this one. I think it's a pretty good length.
This is a pretty good one.
All right. Well, appreciate you guys coming by the Nogi Neighbors podcast. Like and subscribe. Adios.
Adios.